Hello, welcome to Kitty Rising, where we use the tool of tarot to rise above and live our most abundant lives. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So the day I'm filming this is the first day of April and the first day of Mercury Retrograde. So I felt compelled to do a Mercury Retrograde reading. So Mercury Retrograde is until April 25th, so it's almost this full month of April. I'm going to link down in the description the April pick a card. If you haven't watched that, you'll get additional messages that pertain to this reading and to the month ahead and to this entire period of Mercury retrograde. There's also a giveaway in that video. So please enter. It's a giveaway to give back to you guys. I'm so grateful for all of your love and support. So for those of you that don't know, Mercury retrograde, it has to do sometimes with technical difficulties or breakdowns in communication, but it can also have to do with things from the past coming up again. One way you can look and see how this may affect you is looking at your birth chart. So this is happening for the most part in Aries. There'll be a few days in Taurus, so you can see which house in your natal chart Aries and Taurus are, but especially Aries. So for example, my Aries is in my 5th house. So 5th house is going to have to do with romance, also hobbies and entrepreneurship and business. So some themes I may see would be maybe an ex or someone I dated, coming back from the past. There could be some project or something with business and work that I need to revisit and, maybe shift things and change things. Maybe there's going to be a hobby I used to do in the past that now I'll all of a sudden become interested in. So Mercury retrograde gets a bad rep a lot of times, but it doesn't always have to be. So we're going to use this reading today to get some insight so you can make the most of it. Because really the main purpose with this is things coming up from the past is so we can learn lessons, so we can grow, we can evolve and move forward. So yeah, I think that's enough for this little intro. So I did shuffle and I drew a card for each group. I kind of giggled when I drew this one. So the first card for group number 1, we have Dark Moon, the past. On group number 2, Reach for the Moon and Go for It. And group number 3, Moon Maybe, Intuition. So speaking of intuition, use your intuition to see which card is calling to you. You can pause the video if you need more time. There will be timestamps and chapters down below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1, to your Mercury retrograde reading. We're going to see what's going on this Mercury retrograde season, what to expect, any messages and guidance that wants to come through from your guides as well. Excuse me, going to clear my throat. So you chose the card here, Dark Moon, the past. So if you caught the intro, Mercury retrograde can bring things from the past up. So something from the past is resurfacing. This could be a past relationship. You start hearing from them. It's a past friendship, or maybe there's something you worked on in the past that you thought was done, but now you have to redo it or revamp it in some sort of way. We'll see what this has to do with. We're going to be pulling more cards, of course, but something from the past is coming up. So something for you to maybe address anything that needs to be learned, any lessons, maybe to change things, to shift things so you can have different outcomes. So yeah, let's see what from the past is coming up for you. Let's start off with some astro cards, astrology cards here. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, I think we're all good. Excuse me. Thank you so much for being here, group number 1. Thank you to your spirit team, to my spirit team for assisting with today's reading. Spirit, what's going on this Mercury retrograde season for group number 1? What's going on? What do they need to know? We have card number 13, Dignified Strength. Yeah, I feel like whatever's coming up this Mercury retrograde is really just to help you build strength, to help you level up, to help you address things that need to be identified, worked on, so you can really look, that looks like a throne. So you can level up and live your best life. So maybe something also is coming back from your past. Sometimes the universe wants to test us in a way. to see if we're ready for that next level of life. So maybe, you know, you moved on from a past relationship or a bad habit or something like that, and there's some temptation, they come back into your life, or, you know, something's tempting you to go back to old ways of being, which you've outgrown and, you know, learned from. And, you know, you'll realize that you've learned your lesson. It's time to let that go. And that's when this like beautiful opportunity may present itself for you. That makes sense. Wow, solar flares activate. Yeah, I really feel like there's something new wanting to come into your life here. Something that wants to be activated, this like next level of some sort, but there's going to be something from the past that comes up. And again, this could be really used in a way to help you. Like maybe you need to, there's something you need to identify in that relationship, in that job, whatever it is. Oh, let's need more. We have the moon, perception. Yeah, you'll see things in a different way, you know? Something in the past, it might be like annoying, like that something's being addressed again or coming up again. But now you are going to be able to look at it with a different lens, with different perception, because, you know, you've grown into person, as a person, time has passed. And, you know, maybe there's something you kind of just pushed aside before because it was difficult, you couldn't find the solution. And now it may come up again because you will be able to see what needs to shift, what needs to change in terms of that situation. And wow, we have the North Node future. Yeah, we're talking about the past and also your future is coming in. Like, there's something from your past definitely coming up, but it's to help you move forward, to move towards your North Node, your purpose, you know, what you're meant to be doing. So I feel like if someone from your past does come up, it's not like, I don't think they're meant to like be in your life forever, but to address something so you can grow and move on. I mean, maybe there's been some unsettled business, something you need to work through. Wow, on the bottom it says 8th house mystery. Yeah, I'm like, Spirit's not being very clear on what this is. Probably because, I mean, it's a general reading. It's going to be different for all of you, but something from the past that needs to be addressed so you can move forward towards your purpose and really level up. There's something new coming in, a new phase of life. And I feel like, yeah, it's like a test from the universe or just something that needs to be fixed or addressed so you can move on. Spirit, can you tell me more about this, please? We have the sudden wealth card. So maybe there's some financial thing from the past that needs to be addressed. Or about work. Yeah, okay. I feel like there's something from the past, like some money issue, some work issue, maybe in the past. No, my cat needs some pets. I feel like this definitely has to do with financial and work-related things, and I feel like there's some new position that could be coming into your life. You could be seeing 22, or like, look, we have an 11 and a 22 here. We have two of these angel numbers here. You could be seeing these a lot lately and throughout this Mercury retrograde as like signs and messages from your angels, from your spirit guides. That's really directing you toward your future, you know, away from the past. Maybe there's been a lot of emphasis, you know, about the past, about how you don't, or like you don't have a lot of money, you haven't had the job you want. And maybe there's been a lot of emphasis on like sticking to that story. And maybe some old wound regarding that might be reactivated for some reason, but you're going to realize that you are stronger than that. You know, your past does not define you, and you're going to be able to like use whatever has happened in the past to move forward, you know, to go after this new position. Spirit, can you explain this further, please? House. And on the bottom, privileged lady. And then under that was poverty. I feel like, yeah, there's something here with moving from a lack mindset, having money issues, into getting like a better house, a better job. Got a cat here. It's like something from the past, some old wound or trauma regarding money and work. Like is going to come up again in some way for you to really address it, to heal it, to grow, so you can move on to this next phase of life, like this new job position, making more money. There could be something that really has been limiting you, and it's because of, you know, a past experience that maybe you pushed aside and didn't really fully heal from, and something may be really coming up with that, but it's all for your growth, for you to move forward into a better financial position, a better work position, you know, maybe even into a better home. I feel like you're really, I'm seeing this kind of like in chronological order here, like you having these issues with the money, with the work, maybe even with like family stuff. And now you're moving on to the next phase of life where you have a solid job, a respected position, you have the house, and you have the money and the safety and the security, you know, and yeah, there's something from the past that's coming up, but it's really for you to recognize things, see things with a new perception. And when you do this, you're going to be able to like break through limiting beliefs and really move forward and, you know, and move towards your purpose. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if Aries is in like your 6th house, or maybe even your 5th house too, if you're like into business. But yeah, you're being pushed towards your North Node, which your North Node is your purpose, like what you're here in this lifetime to do, to learn. Maybe some people, there could be this energy, you know, of leaving a job, or, you know, but it's really to put you in a position to go after the job in the position, like, you know, that you do want. Spirit, can you give us some more information here, please? What's going on this Mercury retrograde for group number 1? During this Mercury retrograde, there's also a total solar eclipse in Aries. So I feel like there's solar eclipse and the sun just comes out. Do you see that? So there's a lot of shifts and changes, you know, solar eclipse eclipsing something on your life. So there really could be a big shift and change in regards to your work. But it's like to make you grow and build strength and to go after your purpose. You know, it might seem extreme, like especially if it is something like, you know, losing money and losing a job, but it's really leading you so you can go after the job position, the business, whatever it is that you truly want, and have the family, the home, the money that you want by doing something you love. But yeah, we have the sun here, which when I was talking about that, I feel like this is really sign that the solar eclipse in Aries, this is really relevant to you, but it's going to ultimately bring you more joy and happiness, because that's what this card means in Lenormand, is ultimate like warmth and happiness, success. Yeah, this is a very positive, happy card here. The total solar eclipse is happening April 8th, but the energy's felt for 6 months, so whenever you're watching this. And then we have here the Tower, which talks about our goals, you know, career goals could be definitely something here like that. These shifts that are happening are really to lead you to achieving your goals, and especially related to money in career. So yeah, I think Spirit's like confirming like there may be some sudden changes or things, especially around this eclipse, like I said, but it's ultimately, yeah, you know, it's going to be for the best. You're going to get through it. You're really being guided to grow, to evolve, to move on from the past, because maybe something from the past has been just sticking around for far too long, like a job you hate. Maybe you just don't like your current financial position, and it's like the universe is coming through to kind of maybe shift things for you to move on from the past so you can move towards your purpose and what you're here to do. You're definitely very protected at this time. And there's definitely a new beginning here. And it's interesting, like, you know, you chose the past card, but it's like you're healing from your past, you're moving on, you're learning lessons from your past for some beautiful, happy new beginning to start here. We have the future card, activation, the child card, and the Norman. This has to do with new beginnings here. Let's get some tarot out. Spirit, can you expand on this? What's going on this Mercury retrograde? Yeah, I'd be really curious for you guys to, you know, watch that April pick a card, which again will be linked down below. In addition to this, because this Mercury retrograde is pretty much the whole month, like besides 5 days, because I feel like there were a lot of messages in there about new beginnings and jobs and money stuff that could really help add on to this. If you haven't watched that already. Yeah, Two of Swords. Yeah, what's happening here is you're being released from what has been blocking you from moving forward. With this Two of Swords, you know, she has this blindfold on. It's like stagnation, you know, and so there's area in your life that's been stagnant that like some sudden like changes are coming, you know. So you can go after this new beginning to live your purpose, to live in alignment here. Spirit, what messages do you have? We have the Judgment in reverse and then the Magician in reverse. Yes. You've been holding on to the past for far too long. Like something didn't work out. You know, money, you have these limiting beliefs from childhood, maybe like money's hard, like whatever it is for you specifically. There's just been something that you've been hanging on to for far too long with this Judgment in reverse here. That's been keeping you blocked and keeping you from accessing your full potential. So something's happening this Mercury retrograde season to shift this block, to take this away from you, to make you identify what this is so you can step into your power, so you can release what no longer serves you, so you can go after what's aligned with you, you know, and you're really going to have the strength and, you know, the energy to do this because you're going to be doing things that are aligned to you. Maybe you haven't been feeling great, you've been just feeling like blah and just not inspired because of certain circumstances and because of the past, but this is being identified in some sort of way so you can overcome this, release what needs to be released, and yeah, move forward. Spirit, what's going on this Mercury retrograde season? The Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like you haven't been going after your dreams. And, you know, sometimes when are in total, like the sun's on the bottom, we're in total unalignment, like we're not living our dreams, we're like far from it. We might feel a lack of like passion for like life. We might feel depressed and unsatisfied, lonely, unhappy, just feeling really stagnant and blah, you know. So this is really, you know, maybe there's this point that you hit this, you know, and you're like, I just don't want to live this way anymore. I don't like what I'm doing. I'm not happy with what I'm doing. You know, this could even be for some of you a relationship you're not happy with. That you know, stuck with because of something from the past because you think that's the best you can have, or it's hard, change is hard, whatever it is, you know, this is a general reading. But yeah, this is really being identified so you can stop being in this energy and start moving towards alignment, towards happiness. Yeah, there could even be some new love offers coming here. One thing that could have been keeping a lot of people stuck in this pile is indecision, not really knowing what you want or not knowing what actions to take now. I feel like this Aries energy is really, you know, making you think that something's happening to make you, you know, have to make choices and shift. You know. Let's get some more cards out for you. What's going on this Mercury retrograde season for group number 1? Yeah, this is like a really potent, like transformative time, like some of the biggest astrology of the year, you know, so there's a lot of these changes. This doesn't surprise me that you're really moving on from things and moving closer to your North Node. Is the North Node in Aries right now? Well, the eclipses have to do with the nodes. So that's the spirits made it clear with the Sun card and the node here that this eclipse is really strongly impacting you. So maybe looking at your chart could really help clarify some things for you too. If you're still not sure about anything, I could help you out with that if you wanted. Whale, great worry over nothing. Yes, I feel like there's been this energy you've been stuck in, like you've been afraid to make changes, to go after your dreams, to release what no longer served you because you're worried about what would happen. But now, all of a sudden, this eclipse season, this Mercury retrograde season, things are going to be eclipsed out of your life, and like it's not going to be that bad, or you're going to take those steps towards something new, and you're going to be like, why didn't I do this sooner? This wasn't that bad. Waiting for news package or a letter. Yeah, maybe there's energy of like just waiting for change instead of taking change, you know, or taking action to change. And I feel like that is really shifting with this Aries energy here. Pay attention to your finances. Yeah. There is something here with finances and career for sure for a lot of you. But it's like addressing these. You know, maybe there'll be some issue where you feel like you have to pay something unexpected, or, you know, loss of income in some way, or with your job. And I know that sounds awful, but this is really to teach you something. Like now you can heal these things and these limiting beliefs and these thoughts about money and really realize that you are capable, you know, and maybe there is that situation where, you know, you realize you can't pay for something because your job isn't paying you well enough. And now you finally take that action to start your side business, to apply for a promotion or apply for a raise or a new position of some sort, and to go after a job that's more aligned with you. And I feel like it's really bringing you to a state eventually that where you'll be more financially secure and stable here. And this really could be family, like, you know, stuff that comes up, limiting beliefs with the family. Oh, oops. Here, we'll take these. Oh, my cat. Hi, Emmy. I love you too. Okay. But like, you know, limiting beliefs from childhood, especially with this house here. So pay attention to your health. Yeah, we were saying like sometimes you can feel depressed and upset because you're not in alignment with your true desires and your purpose. So maybe there will be another thing where you start to feel sick or just something like that. And that's your body telling you that something isn't right. Change is needed. Maybe the job you've been having, the relationship you've been in has just been causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's time to like take action because you deserve to feel happy. You deserve to feel great. We have secret admirer. Yeah, I feel like there definitely is an opportunity for new love here with the Knight of Cups too, and maybe even with a younger man. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. This could also just be saying that the past, you know, younger, like the younger version of you, no matter what you identify as, that you've had these like deep ingrained beliefs about money, about jobs, about self-worth, and whatever it is for you specifically that you're identifying and you're going to be able to overcome and move forward. So yeah, there's some event happening, or especially around the eclipse, that may be sudden or seem upsetting, and it may have to do with career or finances, but this is all to bring you into alignment so you can make changes, because maybe you seem to have been in a state of inaction or indecision, or just unable to release things, you know, and just hoping things will change. And that, you know what, the universe is going to come in and shift things for you. Like maybe causing some issue with health or stress, or, you know, a relationship issue or money issue or something like that. But it's all for you to start to take action to bring yourself more into alignment. And you're going to realize it wasn't as hard or as difficult as you had it in your head. So this whole experience, this whole, you know, few weeks is really bringing you a lot of strength. You know, it's really activating something within you so you're able to go after your purpose, to go after what, you know, is really meant for you. And it's giving you this new perception, this new outlook, you know, on life and on yourself. And it's really going to lead you in the right direction. So that concludes your reading. I hope you got insight and messages that you needed at this time. Again, I highly recommend watching the April reading if you haven't yet already, and entering that giveaway, please. Again, it's a giveaway for a free reading, but also a bag full of spiritual goodies like a tarot deck, crystal, you know, incense, stuff like that. So check it out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this reading resonated. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I wish you all the best. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, group number 1. Welcome, group number 2, to your Mercury Retrograde reading. I don't know why I keep stumbling over that word. Mercury Retrograde. So we're going to see what to expect, what's going on during this Mercury Retrograde season for you. You chose this card here, Reach for the Moon, Go for It. This is like a lot of Aries energy to me, and this, I almost said eclipse, but there is an eclipse. This Mercury retrograde is happening, you know, mostly in Aries. And we also have a total solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th. This is major energy. Even if you're watching this later, that is the energy from this goes for 6 months, and it's pretty potent. This is like some of the most powerful astrology for the year this month. So there's definitely something that's coming through that is telling you to go for it. And for some of you, this could have been a dream maybe you pushed to the side that's resurfacing. Like maybe Aries is your 11th house. Doesn't have to be, but like, you know, some wish or dream you've had. It could be anything. It could be your career, a romantic relationship, maybe something you've wanted, but you didn't prioritize. You haven't been going after it for whatever reason, and something's going on this on this Mercury retrograde that is having you, you know, reach for your dreams, reach for the moon, going for it. We're gonna see exactly what this is, but thank you so much for being here, group number 2. Thank you to your spirit guides, to mine, for assisting with today's reading. Spirit, what's going on this Mercury retrograde for group number 2? Wow, we have card number 52, Trine Sextile Symbiosis. So these are the 2 most like positive signs or aspects. I don't know why I said signs. Positive aspects in astrology. The trine especially, but also the sextile has to do with like opportunities. So I feel like there's something just being an opportunity being presented to you to go for it. And this could be through collaboration with another person, like through some sort of connection, but there's definitely a positive energy here for group number 2. You know, there's something coming up, an opportunity, something that you wanted to go for in the past that now you're going to be able to pursue. Look at that, card number 44. You could be seeing angel number 6th house, sustainability. Okay, this could be about your health, your work, your career. So there could be a new career opportunity, or maybe, you know, you're deciding to start a workout plan or exercise plan, something you always would say you do, you know, always saying you're going to improve your health and, you know, work out, eat healthy, get sleep, drink water, you know, all the things, some of those things. And you could really be pushed to go for that, to implement those changes. And it's going to seem easier than in the past with this trine energy. What's going on in this Mercury retrograde season for group number 2? 12th house, introspection. Yeah, this is something you've been thinking about for a while, but have been keeping to yourself. You know, maybe you always have been wanting a certain career or job, but you kept it to yourself, always wanting to make these health changes or whatever, you know, something you've been thinking about, but it's finally like coming into fruition here. This could also be like working on your mental health, you know, along with that. There's just something here with like, you're getting some opportunity. It's going to be easier for you to improve, yeah, health, mental health, your sleep. Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house. Well, especially if you're an Aries rising, but the 12th zodiac sign. Sensitize. And then we have this card that I want to come out too. Oh my goodness, retrograde. That's what we're talking about. We're going to put these. So review, we have introspection, review. Yeah, this makes sense. We're talking about a retrograde here and you're really revisiting something. You're reviewing something. You're thinking like what has worked, what hasn't worked. And with this trine energy and sextile energy, like this is maybe going back to something that's worked in the past, like doing a little review, like, being like, what did work for me for my health in the past? Like, be like, what worked? The intermittent fasting. That helps in the past. So why don't I try that? Like really like looking and seeing what did work and what was easier for you, and instead of making things complicated, going with what works. And if it's not about like health, you can apply that same thing to whatever it is. Like what job do I like? What did I like in past relationships? I don't know. Whatever it is for you, again, reviewing that, going for that. I feel like your intuition is very strong. You're really able to tap in, to really see what it is you want, get clarity on that and what steps to take. Like you'll know what's right for you. And deep down, like, that this is the time for you to make changes. This with your intuition, you feel it. And maybe like you'll be also like sensitized. Maybe all of a sudden the unhealthy food, it's just really, you're starting to feel the effects of that. You're more sensitive to that, which can really help boost this energy of you going for these positive changes you want to make. Spirit, can you tell me more about this Mercury retrograde season for group number 2? Thoughts. Yeah, this is something you've been thinking about for a long time. You could even be wanting to reach out to someone from the past. Like maybe there's someone you want to work with or hang out with or date or whatever, that maybe it's been a while since you guys talked, but they keep coming up in your head, but they're really coming up in your head for a reason. They're probably thinking of you too. And, if you want them in your life, this could be a great time to reach out for them. Or it might be like one of those situations where you're thinking about someone a lot and all of a sudden they call you. I feel like they're definitely like with symbiosis. I feel like that kind of has to do with like working together with someone else is coming through here. So you could really be reconnecting to someone from the past. You have house in reverse. This could be a family member that you reach out to from the past or that you hear from, or someone you used to live with, or someone from your hometown. Official person. This could have been like someone that you've officially like dated or were in a relationship with or worked with or were your boss. But this could be totally unrelated too. This could be you wanting to step up, to really earn the recognition, the reward you want, maybe going after a raise with work, going after a promotion, going after a new position. Something you've been thinking about doing. Maybe some of you guys have been like working at home and you no longer want to, and you want to apply for a different job because you felt in the past, when you do this introspection, this review, that maybe you were happier working in an office or happier doing a certain job. Main male. Yeah, this could be a masculine that you hear from or reach out from, but we also have feminine energy over here. But I also feel like when it says main here, I feel like you want to become the main character of your life. You want to start living, how you truly want to be. You don't want to be like maybe taking the back seat, not living your dreams, not feeling your best. It's like you want to start feeling great. You want to start feeling in control of your life. And that could be another thing that starts you down this path, on this journey. We'll take this journey that you're about to embark on. And, maybe some of you guys are wanting to move as well with this journey here. And he has his like luggage in the house in reverse. You could be going for a move. But it's really like you're just taking action. You're going on a journey to better health, to more, alignment. This is really powerful energy here, especially with all this Aries energy, this eclipse energy. It's like, it's time to take action. But I really feel like for you specifically, group number 2, this is going to happen easier for you. Sometimes it's difficult to make changes, but the current energy going on, with your specific chart for the collective is really helping you. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to to really use this energy to your advantage and really spend some time doing this review and introspection and really seeing what has worked in the past for you and how can you implement this moving forward. I'm going to make sure all these cards in frame. These ones are a little funky, but I realized in a recent reading, or like some of the cards weren't in there, but okay, it looks fine. Spirit, what's going on the next, or during Mercury retrograde, sorry, for group number 2. Wow, this came out in the last group as the first card, and this is, I think this is also reiterating that this total solar eclipse in Aries is so powerful and potent in causing a lot of these changes, and these changes coming are leading to happiness. And also the sun is like vitality, better health. I really feel like you guys are being guided. And yes, with the bearer, this talks about strength and health as well. And then we have the diviner, which I see this as astrology sometimes, you know, and divination. The astrology, that what we're talking about is about astrology too. We're talking about the Mercury retrograde. We're talking about the solar eclipse. This is really powerfully affecting you, and it really is in a great way. Like sometimes, you know, I think I mentioned this already, but like it can be really difficult when these changes happen during eclipse season. And maybe it is going to be a little uncomfortable making changes, you know, but I feel like for you guys specifically, there's a lot of positive energy here. Wow. The stork talks about lifestyle changes. This is clear. You're starting to make positive lifestyle changes. And again, I really have to reiterate, like, it's coming through so strong that looking back at the past and what has worked for you regarding your health or whatever it is you're trying to change will make this so much easier. Like, why keep trying new things that are all complicated that you don't know work? Like, when there was something that worked in the past. Again, intermittent fasting was one that came through for those maybe who want to lose weight or get healthier for whatever. It has so many positive effects. You can look into that. You know, maybe you felt better when you used to sleep 7 to 9 hours, or, you know, like, and it might sound like simple, like duh, but like, yeah, duh, why not try to do that again? I think, yeah, that would be really good for you. Like, yeah, sleep could definitely be something because we have the 12th house here, and that could have to do with our sleep. Yeah, let's get some tarot out. Let's shuffle a little bit more. Spirit, what's going on this Mercury retrograde season for group number 2? What's going on Mercury retrograde season for group number 2? Wow, yeah, death, rebirth, that's big changes. You're leaving behind what no longer serves you, and rebirth, you know, revisiting things that have worked for you and implementing things and really stepping up, becoming the main character, going after your dreams, you know, starting this journey. Wow. Hierophant, yes, you're really, really moving forward here. Really committing to yourself. Following your intuition, you know, letting go what no longer serves you and going after what feels aligned to you is like super present here and really makes sense with this eclipse and retrograde energy and all of that. Really doing that introspection. What is no longer working for me? What can I let go of? What does not bring me joy? What does not bring me happiness? You know? And these stairs, yeah, you're like, could really be moving forward, like with your spiritual practice as well. Some of you guys may be being called to seek a mentor, a coach, or, you know, it could be some spiritual guide, a healer, a teacher to really learn from, to grow from. Like, that could be part of this go for it, like something, you know, maybe you learned from someone in the past that gave you a lot of amazing information, or you like knew someone from the past and now you want to, like, this working with them energy could be like asking them to be your mentor, your guide, your coach, whatever it is. And that could really be super beneficial for you. Like, if you know someone who has all the things that you want, why not ask them to guide you, to be, you know, mentor and your coach, so you can, you know, model them, learn from them, and really cut the time it takes to get to the place you want to be. Wow, we have all these major arcanas here. The Lovers. I feel like you're really starting to make choices that are aligned with you. Like, we have the lifestyle choices, and the Lovers, it has to do with choice. But also, you know, it can have to do with literal lovers, and we do have thoughts here. So you could be hearing from someone from the past. You could be reaching out to someone from the past, moving towards a commitment with someone. If that, you know, if that's what you're wanting, maybe someone from the past you had a relationship with, and now you're wanting to rekindle that. The Lovers and the Hierophant together could be a committed relationship. So that'll be just, you know, for some of you, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, like all general readings. But this is a big deal. These are, which again makes sense. All these like big life changes, big things coming up. The Four of Wands, yeah, and they're gonna lead to happiness and success. And maybe marriage. Another 4 here. We had 44 too. 444, 44, 4444. You guys could be seeing a lot of synchronicities like that. And again, sleep. Sleep and rest have to do with something here for sure. You know, I feel like working on that will be really rejuvenating for you. And also paying attention to your dreams. I feel like, especially around eclipse time, dreams can be like prophetic, and you can get really meaningful messages. So definitely keep a dream journal around this time. Maybe all the time, you know, if that feels, but definitely around now, because you're getting some important dreams, you know, with all this energy here of that. Check with your dreams. That could really help guide you and give you some clarity on anything going on in your life. But yeah, that could even be prophetic. Like, it could be talking about something from, you know, you could see something that happens in the future. But we have Strength card in reverse. You might feel like you're not strong enough, you know. Also, this could have to do emotionally and physically too, because there's a lot of health energy here. You might feel like, oh, I don't have the energy to go after my dreams or to do all these things. But I feel like really implementing whatever these lifestyle changes are, making the choice to commit to yourself. You are strong. You are capable of achieving anything. And if you have been feeling really weak, really emotionally, physically unwell, then this is definitely your reading, because there's definitely all these signs about really implementing changes that have worked in the past, you know, or getting a mentor, someone else that seems to be in the health or in the place you want to be, seeking their guidance and really making choices, you know, and you will feel better. You will, you know. Anything else, Spirit? We have the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it could be emotional stuff. Yeah, well, and the Temperance is in the bottom. You are healing. You are healing. Yeah. Emotionally, physically. There's so much healing coming through for you. You got that right away when we were talking about, you know, implementing those positive health stuff, you know. There's a lot of healing. And a lot of angelic protection here. It also talks about balance and moderation, you know, so that could be another thing with the health stuff, being really considering, like, and reviewing, maybe keeping track of what you're eating, drinking, whatever. Like, are you overdoing it in certain areas, underdoing it in certain areas? Maybe you're not having enough protein, not having enough water, having like much sugar, whatever it is. Just really seeing what could be out of balance with you that way. And maybe even tracking your sleep, your steps, all that stuff. I feel like that could be really useful for you guys. All right. Spirit, what else? What's going on this retrograde season for group number 2? Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles, for real. Once you make the choice to work on them, to overcome them, you're going to be successful. Time to get out of a situation. Yeah. Man, this Death card, it's time to release what no longer serves you. whether it's like a contract or like a lease where you live, a relationship, a job, friendship, bad habits. Bull. Do not back down from oppositions. Show strength or fortitude. Yeah, there might be someone in your life that you might be making these positive changes and they're like, no, like, what are you doing? Like, don't cave to that. You are strong and you really will persevere. You know, we have triumph over over obstacles. Yes. Dark woman. And I was thinking the bull, you know, it makes me think of Taurus. The last few days of Mercury retrograde are in Taurus, so maybe like you'll be so close to achieving something by the end of this retrograde, like the last 5 days or after, you know. So it's like in Taurus season, you know, you're doing so well. Don't back down. Keep going. You know, because we're only talking about a few weeks here. It takes a few weeks to make, to implement, you know, or to get like a true habit. So keep going. You got this. When time gets hard, you are strong. You can overcome anything. And this person that maybe, you know, there could be a woman that tries to interfere with your progress, or this could just, you know, be you, or also spirit being like, we have male and female energy here to confirm this message is for everyone watching. You are highly thought of. Yes. Wow. And then we have fair man on the bottom. And you guys are really overcoming a period of ill health and depression that's coming through here. You will, it's time to make some changes. When you do this, you really will be successful. Now is the time. Now is the time. You don't, you know, you deserve to feel well. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be healthy. And it is possible. And you are capable of making the changes, you know. And I feel like there's such strong energy here this month, you know, this retrograde season, this eclipse season for you to really overcome whatever has been going on, to move forward. And you know what? You got this. Going for it, group number 2. Powerful time. A lot of powerful, you know, life changes here. We had a lot of major arcanas and, you know, a lot of healing energy. Yes. So that concludes your reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you got the information you needed. Again, I will link below the April pick a card. I highly recommend watching that as well, because that's like pretty much the same time frame to fill in any gaps or get any other additional messages about this time period for you. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. And also in the April reading, there is a giveaway for subscribers. So check it out. It's for like a whole goodie bag of spiritual stuff, like a deck, crystals, incense, and then a reading as well. So yeah, please do that. It's my way to give back to you guys. I love you guys. So yeah, subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, comment if you would like to book a private reading with me. My email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I wish you all the best. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, group number 2. Welcome, group number 3, to your Mercury retrograde reading. Also kind of an eclipse reading too. I'll get into it. So we're going to look at what to expect this Mercury retrograde season. You chose the card here, Moon, maybe intuition. So right away when I saw this earlier, when I was shuffling and drawing the cards for each group, I feel like, you know, whatever comes up this Mercury retrograde for you, the solution, like the answers, your intuition is strong and will really help you make a decision or tell you what to do next. I feel like you're definitely feeling even more intuitive, more empathic than usual. I say this often. For some reason, even because I know not everyone chooses the same group every time, but group number 3 always seems to come through as this like a very intuitive, very empathic pile, even though I think all of my viewers are, you know. All the collective I read for, your intuition is definitely strong. And the total solar eclipse in Aries is April 8th, but the energy does linger for like 6 months, you know. But this is a time where your intuition can be very strengthened, and also you could be getting like prophetic dreams, really clear, vivid messages through your dream space. So really pay attention to your dreams, to your intuition, because it's really guiding you and giving you powerful information. So we'll see how that applies to everything else and get other messages for you. Thank you so much for being here, group number 3. Thank you to your guides. Thank you to my guides for assisting with the reading. So we saw Saturn there. We'll see how that applies. Spirit, what's going on this Mercury retrograde season for group number 3. 8th house, mystery. The 8th house, a lot of people with a lot of 8th house placements are very intuitive, very in touch. They're like healers, you know, so I'm not surprised. But something that you've had, like with mystery here, there could be something that you just have been baffled by, like not sure how to move forward, what to do. Your intuition is definitely guiding you. But the 8th house can have to do with like other people's money, you know, death, rebirth, sexual type energy. This is Scorpio energy here. And with Scorpio energy, I feel like really getting down to the core of something, really figuring out something with this intuition too. Yeah, I feel like something is coming to the surface, something, you know, resurfacing from the past maybe that you didn't know the answer to or didn't, you know, see clearly. You're going to be getting clarity on that. Let's expand on this. Opposition, confrontation. So maybe there was an issue with someone in your life, or there has been an issue going on where you had a fight, and maybe there was like you haven't been in communication, and you could maybe be hearing about this person or really getting clarity on what was going on from their point of view, like with your strength and intuition. Like there could be issues regarding someone else's finances, like for example, maybe you have a parent or an aunt or someone that maybe passes away, and there's arguments with like their will and what to do with their property, or you know, maybe through a divorce, like with financial stuff like that. Things like that could be surfacing, or something from the past where maybe you have to like redo some paperwork regarding that, or maybe you're even like, you know, want to look into like a will or making sure things are settled, but I feel like this is to do with someone else. We have here Mercury. We're talking about Mercury retrograde. Mercury can have to do with like our siblings or cousins. So yeah, there really could be some issue with family that is resurfacing or comes up here. Miscommunication is something with Mercury. So Mercury rules, yeah, communication. Mercury can be a trickster energy here. It can have to do with younger people sometimes as well. But I feel like, yeah, there was something here with maybe a miscommunication with a specific person about finances for a lot of you, but doesn't necessarily have to do with that. But that's definitely coming through for some of you. Fourth house, home. Yeah, this has to do with family and stuff like that. Something from the past. Wow, we have Mercury in the past here. That's interesting. There definitely is energy here, yeah, of maybe arguments with siblings, family members, having to do with your home, other people's money, regarding family. That could be something that comes up, which really, you know, has to do with Mercury retrograde a bit too, you know, with the miscommunication, the arguing, stuff from the past coming up. And again, like right away when I saw the first card out, like, you know, this was really like coming through as like an advice card for me. Like, use your intuition to know, like, to navigate the way forward, you know, to get out of whatever this bind may be. It seems to definitely be, yeah, with a family member, someone in your community even, but with this house, fourth house coming out too. Yeah. Okay, let's get more cards out to clarify this and get more information for you. What's going on this Mercury retrograde season for group number 3? This official person has come out for every group. Upright. But you may have to deal with some official person, you know, having to do something with like taxes, with the will. Maybe someone tries to like go to court. There's some official documents you need to be filling out and working on, which is a different message than what I've gotten in other groups. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys, this could be an ex coming back. You may be hearing from an ex, or someone close to you from the past, that you had a fight with in the past, and, maybe you haven't heard from them, and now you're getting communication from this person from the past. Someone you could have officially dated in the past with these two together, but you're no longer dating. They could be coming through, wanting to hang out with you, communicating with you in some sort of way. Could have lived with this person before. Well, could have had a kid with this person, or someone you've known since you were a child. There definitely could be issues with money coming up and other people's money, a privileged lady, wow, and then poverty is on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like what could be stirring this confrontation, this arguments, this heated debate or something that's coming through this Mercury retrograde season for you is, because of money, worries about money, a lack mindset, like worrying about who gets what. And yeah, this could really be siblings. This is so specific. I know this isn't going to be everyone, so take what resonates. It really does seem like there's something to do with dealing with money and stuff within the family, maybe with an ex. But then also, side note, that doesn't have to really do with money for most people, is getting this communication from someone you used to date with. And with this 8th house energy, maybe they want to hook up again, or they still feel some deep connection to you. And with this confrontation here, maybe there was something that happened in the past and there wasn't closure. And maybe you're going to be able to have this conversation, get this closure so you can move forward. The child can also talk about new beginnings. So maybe this will really help you move on to a new beginning. So you can start fresh with someone new. Maybe some people will want to continue on with this person if they come back into your life. But again, use your intuition to know what's best for you. But I feel like for a lot of people, you're going to be getting closure through this conversation that goes on, this communication that goes on, and be able to move forward. Because maybe, there's been kind of a scarcity, like a lack mindset about relationships because of this situation with your past lover or with past family members that could have been holding you back from pursuing better relationships, better, financial situations, whatever it is that's going on for you specifically. Spirit, what's going on? This has come out in every group too. And you know what? I said in other groups, the total solar eclipse in April 8th. This is such huge energy, like one of the most potent astrology of the year. And it may seem like there's some crazy stuff happening, but it's all going to be leading to more happiness, Again, like I was saying, like maybe you'll hear from someone or there'll be fights or something, but like through this, you'll get closure, or maybe through this family stuff, you'll be able to work through some ancestral trauma, like regarding money and lack of money and stuff like that. That sounds like a lot of woo, but I feel like there is some ancestral healing potentially going on here too that has to do with money and finances and security and safety and all of that. But yeah, this eclipse energy is super potent and causing a lot of shifts for the collective, you included. And then we have the woman card here. So this could have to do with a woman in your life. We also have privileged lady. There's a lot of feminine energy here, but we also have masculine energy too. We have 2 aces there. This could even have to do with friendship relationships. I feel like, yeah, a lot of your reading has to do with relationships with other people. It seems like, especially family, but now it's coming through. Yeah. Romantic, friendship, even healing your relationship with yourself. Or it could be just stuff coming up from the past that, is being revealed, it was still affecting you with this mystery here. You didn't realize things from the past, like your family stuff when you were growing up. Maybe, there's issues with money or when you were a child. And you didn't recognize that that's still really affecting you, or your parents' relationship is affecting how your current or lack of romantic relationships are in your life. And I feel like there's things that are coming, ancestral stuff too, that's coming to light, that you're going to be able to really heal from, and it might, you know, confronting that stuff, confronting the past, confronting old wounds, you know, could be like, feel really triggering, but I feel like you're going to be able to really like learn from that, heal from that, and then start fresh and move forward, you know, have better relationships overall, better financial situation, maybe just be able to move on from like past stuff with your siblings or family, you know, and no longer hold all this resentment, this heavy stuff you've been carrying. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of healing and unnecessary burdens that we've been carrying for the collective. I've seen this in all our readings. It's kind of just being eclipsed out so we can heal, so we can move forward. Oh, hi, Emmy. She never does this. She's on the chair. Anything else from the Lenormand that wants to come through, Spirit? Wow. You're headed towards like a lot of, wow, to new opportunities. I'm going to take this card too. Well, and underneath that was the Rider. Yeah, you know, you're, by confronting whatever is going on head on, you know, you're going to be really moving towards good luck, good fortune, new opportunities through the, you know, through all of this healing and all this confronting old wounds, things that maybe have been pushed to the side or that you didn't realize were affecting you anymore. You know, and this is also like sniffing out good opportunities, money and opportunity, you know, there's a lot of good luck and opportunities coming by the end of this retrograde season. And it's all because I feel like you're, you know, you're doing the healing work, you know, with this intuition too. Yeah, you're really working on that and following your intuition, your inner compass. And it's really paying off, even though it's scary, like, you know, going deep within, you know, we were talking about that. It's like confronting your own wounds and own past, especially regarding family and ancestral trauma and like past relationships, you know, or how your current relationships could be affected by that, how your lack mindset or like your money your money and your financial situation could be affected by your past. I feel like you're really going in deep, confronting that, and you're going to be able to heal that and let go of that and then move forward. And there's going to be all these new opportunities, like all this happiness, inner growth, you know, good luck, good fortune coming to you. Wow. On the bottom here, we have the 8 of Cups. You're leaving what no longer serves you behind and moving towards light and happiness and emotional fulfillment. For real. I love that. Spirit, what's going on? This Mercury retrograde for group number 3. We have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, maybe you've been feeling like things just haven't been moving forward for you, and you're now going to be able to identify those blocks. There's so much healing coming. So much healing. So anything that comes up that may seem triggering or difficult, working through that, there's so much healing. Love this. It's really going to help you move forward into such a beautiful place. Oh, Emmy. Okay. The Tower. Yeah, these are big changes coming in. The eclipse, you know, it's like things that have overstayed their time, like, you know, like limiting beliefs, all of this stuff is just being like, it's shown to you in whatever way. Like they may take away a relationship so you can identify these wounds, you know, the stuff that you've been holding on to from the past that's been keeping you stuck. But it might seem like it sucks at the moment to lose a relationship of whatever kind, you know, but it's going to lead you towards new opportunities and abundance and growth. Look at all these major arcana as well. Yeah, there's been like spirit, like it's saying it's time for you to transition and move forward, but there's been a lack of forward momentum, staying stuck in the past. So that's why this Tower card is coming through. Yeah, there's been stagnation, feeling unhappy, not realizing that there's opportunities and there's beauty all around you, because maybe there's been a lot of emphasis on the past. So that is why something like Spirit's coming through to help you, you know, realize what's been holding you back and see the amazing beauty and opportunities that really have always been there, but now you're going to be able to recognize it and know your worth and know that it's capable for you. And, you know, yeah, I feel like it's really time to step up and realize how strong you are and how capable you are, and not let the past keep you from playing small and not being a victim anymore. You're really overcoming any kind of victim or lack mentality and leaving that behind and moving forward and healing. And it's, it might seem like shocking events, things that happen, but it's all for the best, and it will really lead you to something beautiful here. This is a time of growth, of learning and expanding. So you can move forward in the future. I feel like once whatever no longer serves you is stripped away, then you're going to be able to manifest whatever it is you want. 3 wands, like a manifestation card. It's like the good luck, the opportunities like that you wanted are going to come to fruition. You're going to be able to see the future more clearly, see what actions you need to take, because no longer are you going to be held back from the past. That's what I'm getting from that. One thing that's coming through this key too, some people in this group maybe have been resorting to escapism in some sense to avoid confronting the past and healing. And this could be even subconscious. This could be like staying super busy, watching movie and TV all the time, overeating, drinking substances, even reading books all the time. It doesn't, like when people think of escapism, they automatically go to like drugs, which it may very well be in this society. Like, it happens. No judgment. Wow, look at this. But I feel like that could be something that you identify, that that you've been just doing something that's been keeping you from doing this inner work and healing, and something's happening for you to recognize this. You can't escape from it anymore, and you're going to be able to recognize your blocks and really move forward. And Spirit wants you to know that there is success assured with good plans and hard work. Hard work ahead. Yeah, it's not easy to grow. It's not easy to confront our shadows. It's not easy to make healthy lifestyle changes, but you know what? It'll keep getting easier and easier. Working on your thoughts, your limiting beliefs. It'll keep getting easier and easier and become second nature. But you got this. Don't give up when things get hard. You are so strong and so capable, and this is going to just be such a learning experience. You're really moving closer to wish fulfillment, to whatever it is you're wanting. So don't give up. Success is assured with this hard work and the good plans. 3 wands too is implementing good plans. You will receive a gift. This is a gift too. This is the learning experience. I know, like, it might seem hard, but this is like a gift from the universe, stripping away what no longer serves you so you can move forward. I feel like your intuition's been trying to tell you what needs to go, what needs to change, what's not aligned, but maybe, you haven't been listening to it or escaping from your intuition in whatever way. That's why this tower is here to, to make you recognize what's been going on, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. Like, it really is going to lead you to healing and a beautiful future. Good advice from a wise person. And then we have, be careful, don't take risks. And then someone will try and make you do something against your will. Yeah, there could be someone in your life. With these two coming out together, I feel like with these risks, I'm also seeing with that escapism behavior, there might be someone in your life that's kind of a bad influence, and they'll try and make you go back to your old ways of being. Like, say you decide to stop overeating or stop drinking or doing drugs or whatever, and you're just starting to make these things. Someone might be like, don't take risks. Like, oh, just one time won't hurt you. Like, you don't need to go to work today. You don't need to work on your goals. You don't need to, whatever. So watch out for that. Someone might want you to fall back into some old escapism patterns. They have been what's been preventing you from moving forward, but you know what? You're so strong. I think you're going to be just fine. But this is just Spirit saying, doing something bad that you shouldn't, that's not worth the risk. And there could be a bad influence in some sense that you may want to rethink. That could be something here with the Lovers being in reverse here. Maybe or it can be the family member, the sibling, that someone in your community that was coming through that, you know, maybe you're having that confrontation with, because you're deciding, you know, maybe I need to spend less time with them because maybe they're not the best for me at this time, at least. If that makes sense, I hope so. But wow, powerful time ahead. I said this in the beginning, but I want to say it again. I also highly recommend watching the April Pick a Card reading if you haven't already, or maybe even just revisiting that, because again, Mercury Retrograde is pretty much all of April, and there could be additional messages there that really help you navigate this powerful time for us. For you. And there's also a giveaway in that reading, so please check it out. It's my way to give back to you guys. I'm truly so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much. I hope this reading resonated. I hope you found it helpful and insightful. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I love you so much. Remember, you're so worthy and so amazing, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye, group number 3.